Emily, it's such an honor to be here again. We had fun last year creating this legacy volume for your family. Tell me why you decided to do it.
When I was a lot younger, young girl, and my brothers and sisters, and my mom and dad, and we've been out here with them, and now I've been very blessed to have my children and my grandchildren that you've been to see, and I'd love to be able to see this carry over for generations to come. My grandchildren are from, the youngest is 6 and the oldest is just turned 13, a teenager. So, hopefully this tradition can continue.
Well, I hope so too.
With the true meaning of Christmas.
Absolutely. And we discovered your inner child, didn't we?
I think we did.
You were just like a little girl again, and
That's so much fun.
And that blessed me so much because we had milk and cookies together, and I even fell asleep.
I was going to say you fell asleep.
I fell asleep and you woke me up. Let's look at some of the pictures together. Of course, right there, you were in the nice book. You checked the nice book, and sure enough, you were in there. And look how happy you are.
Oh, I was happy.
Were you happy that you were in the nice book?
That's right.
And praying together?
Yes, I wasn't surprised, but I sure was glad to see it.
You were happy.
Yes, I was happy to see it.
So was I. Milk and cookies.
Milk and cookies.
You remember what my favorite cookie is?
Oatmeal raisins.
Yes, you do. This is certainly a beautiful volume, and it comes in a beautiful case too. When you first saw it, what did you think?
I was just really speechless. I looked at it and looked at it, shed tears, happy tears. Yeah. I mean, it's just something that you can't imagine until it's all put together. I handed my 2 children theirs and their families.
And I was there.
And you were there with us that day, and a lot of tears were shed.
How about your grandchildren?
They were just like they usually are with you when you're reading the Christmas story or anything else. They were just like, oh, wow.
That brought out the inner child in you, didn't you? How did you feel about that?
I said, I think that very day you called me. I said, well, I'm going to pray about it. After talking to you, I talked to Larry, and never looked back after that. And I had a ball doing it. We had a great session. Very easy, with the gown they provided. It was wonderful.
I enjoy visiting with children and doing all of the story with the children, but there's something about discovering the inner child in an adult. This excites me, and it's obvious. It's obvious in looking in your book that we were both having a good time. We were both having a good time. And that's precious, and I hope I can do that with countless other grandparents and parents and grandmothers and grandfathers, and even together. We haven't done a session with a grandmother and a grandfather together, but that'd be a lot of fun, just talking about the years that they spent together and their family and the family memories that they have. This is a wonderful opportunity for anyone.
Santa, I've got a question I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
All of these years that you've been doing this with children and now with adults, grandparents, why do you love doing this much? And you've kept each year.
Well, first of all, I have a great time doing it. I enjoy meeting and visiting with anybody that comes to see Santa. But the excitement for me in doing it with older folks is that we get to discover the inner child inside of them. Because I truly believe that there is an inner child in each one of us. I know there is in Santa Claus. I mean, I get excited thinking about Christmas in, what is it now? It's April, and I'm already excited thinking about Christmas, and looking forward to meeting new friends in our photography sessions, and each opportunity that I have to meet with a child or an adult is an opportunity to share the true meaning of Christmas. And that's an honor and a privilege, but also a responsibility that I feel like God's given me, that's my mission in life. That's my mission, and that's what I hope to do for as long as I possibly can. But I have to remember in my own heart that I have to convey the spirit of Santa Claus and the spirit of Christ in a way that will be meaningful to them and something that they will be excited about and remember for the rest of their life. That's a big responsibility, and I'm proud to carry that responsibility. And I can't wait. Do you think a grandfather would be interested in doing this?
I think most definitely. When they were 4 or 5 years old and the thrill of Santa, if they can just kind of remember that time and be able to go back and experience that with you, to be able to show their children. I think it'd be one of the greatest things because, you know, these grandkids look up to grandmas and grandpas so much. And I think they would really, really enjoy that.
You know, Larry is so masterful in the way he ties his photography and the set design and then the story and the poetry together. What did the poetry in the book, the way he told the story through the poetry, mean to you and your family?
I think it's just the way Larry puts his wording in the book is just incredible. After, you know, three sessions together, and I feel like Larry and I know each other pretty good today.
Me too. I feel like I know him pretty well too.
A dear friend, but how he worded his words, you know, is just beautiful, and I would highly recommend to anybody.
Well, this has been a delightful visit. Thank you so much for allowing us to visit you again. And folks, until we meet again, Merry Christmas.